Okay, so we've pulled this out of the freezer. Now we're gonna go ahead and trim our top again and give it its final shape, and I think we'll be ready to go. So again, I'm using an X-Acto, and you can see how hard it is now. It's really actually difficult to cut, whereas before it was really floppy. So if you feel like it's not working and it's too soft, put it back in the freezer, and you're gonna get it back to being soft again. That's what I love about modeling chocolate. It's got so much more versatility than fondant or gum paste. All right, so gonna get, this is a little rough. I'm gonna smooth that out right there with my modeling tool. You can see how it smooths everything out. And I'm gonna give it the shape I want. Smooth that part out like this. Trim it up. Give it my nice little spout that I want it to have. All right. So it's not perfect, but I want to move on. I want you guys to, you all have the idea. You can work with this and work with it until it's exactly what you want, but we're going to move on. Now, because it has the brandy in it, we have to add that. So we've got our top done, like that. Sorry, I'm obsessing over this. I can't help it. Okay, there. We're going to leave it alone. Okay, we have our pitcher. We're going to get our chocolate that was the brandy cream, and we're going to put it in there like it is pouring. So we need to kind of flatten it out and fill the inside of the pitcher, because you don't want to see any of that Rice Krispie treat. And we're going to make it actually look like it's pouring. And that's all we're going to do for this for now. We're just going to leave it like this because we have to get this ready to put on our cake. All right, so let me get the cake, and then we'll come back. We'll attach that. I'll show you how to put that on, and then we'll be almost done. All right, so we had to keep our copper wire straight because we had to put our cake over it. But now that the cake is over it and we've got our cream sauce falling, we're going to take a pair of pliers and we're going to bend this copper wire. Now I want to make sure I have a good amount of it inside the pitcher. So my pitcher is that tall, so I'm going to bend it right about here because I want to have a ton of it inside. So it's not the easiest thing to bend. You need to have pliers and you need to really and you might end up messing up your chocolate, but if you do, great thing about modeling chocolate is you can fix it. All right, so I'm going to hold it here and I'm going to get that bend in there. There we go. Okay, so that's about the bend we want. All right, so I'm going to have to fix that. Now, before we actually put our pitcher on there, we don't want to just jam it on there because we're going to misshape our pitcher. So we're going to take a skewer and create a hole. So I have a wooden skewer. I'm going to look about where I want that to be, and I want it to be right about here. And I'm going to go ahead and give it space in my pitcher so that I'm not trying to force it. I'm actually just easing it on there. There we go. And you want to make sure it's all the way over, far enough on there so that it looks like the milk is actually pouring out of your pitcher. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to work with it a little bit so it's got that look. If you have to add some, you can add some. I don't want any of that wire showing. And again, the magic of modeling chocolate is it just heals back in. So we can take it and just slide it in there and it all becomes one nice piece. We do this side